How's it going? I'm Raleigh of the Epic Travel Adventure course, and this video is all about how extended travel adventures can save you tens of thousands of dollars. We all know that person that has a sweet job who might make $150,000 or $300,000 a year, and yet they still say that they have nothing left to spend. As counterintuitive as it might seem, traveling for extended periods of time can actually help save you a ton of money. Like, we're talking tens of thousands of dollars of money. Now, the first way is reduced cost of living and better standard of life. Depending on what you want, whether you want to be in a tech center with a bunch of international work, or a cultural hotspot, or a place in the jungle with beautiful wildlife, you can find a place with a drastically reduced cost of living and a great standard of life. In fact, you can estimate the exact cost of living in any country, in any city on the world. For example, on a site like Numbeo.com, you can calculate what your standard of living would cost in any city on the world. Holy crap. For example, if I was in Oakland, California, and my cost of living was $3,000 a month, in a place like Moldova, Eastern Europe, that would only cost around $800. So just imagine what a massive price shift that is. So in fact, traveling in the places you want to travel to in line with your dream can actually save you a ton of money compared to living back home. I think that's a game changer, and hopefully you do too. Number two, a travel adventure makes you simplify your life. If you'll start thinking about the things you need versus the things you want. For example, if you're biking across the country or going on an RV or a motorcycle, you'll just have to narrow down to the essentials. And you'll always be able to pick up extra stuff along the way if you need it. But what this will do is it will make you value experiences over having things. You know, if you have a big salary, you might be able to buy all these things, but you'll be starved for time. Even if you have all the big screen TVs in the world, you have a sweet house, a sweet car, if you don't have people to share that with, if you don't have experiences and connections, you're gonna be miserable. So simplifying your life while you travel has big financial advantages and massive time and quality of life advantages. So number three, a travel adventure can actually help you make money. You know, there are countless opportunities to make money while you travel, especially if you freelance online. You know, you could have close to an American salary in a place where the standard of living is far lower. You know, imagine if like $1,000 was the equivalent of $4,000. If you found that work online for like a few hours here and there, you'd have so much more time to do the things you want. And if you had a startup that you were starting with friends, if you did that in another country, you'd be saving massively on expenses while you start your business. Number four, medical tourism. Now, I touched on this a little bit in the last video, but basically, US has horribly inflated healthcare costs. You know, if you have a bone that's broken, and if you go into the hospital, sometimes that could leave you with a bill that will leave you in debt for years, if not decades. That's while traveling abroad for medical expenses can save you a massive amount of money. We're talking tens of thousands of dollars. If you have several surgeries or medical checkups you need, and the cost here in the States is astronomical, then it makes massive sense to do that abroad. Though medical tourism might seem like kind of a bizarre idea, over 750,000 Americans do it per year. And that's because they know they're going to save a massive amount of money and get a similar, if not better, quality of care while they travel. Now, number five, this is a massive one if you haven't considered it before: tuition and education. The average tuition for a student in the States is around $23,000 to $31,000 per year. However, if you travel abroad in a place like Germany, get this, tuition is free. Instead of going into debt for an education here in the States, you might as well travel abroad in a place like Germany and get that education debt-free. Doesn't this make crazy simple sense? If you can save $20,000 to $30,000 per year and still get the same education, then why not go for it? I know if I would have known this when I was 18, I could have saved my parents $150,000. So there's a lot of countries that actually offer free or low tuition. These are places like Germany, Finland, France, Sweden, Norway, Slovenia, Brazil. If you want to get a cheap or free tuition and save tens of thousands of dollars in education costs in the process, then it makes sense to travel and study abroad. Get your degree abroad. So I hope this has been a nice overview of how extended travel can really help save you tons and tons, tens of thousands of dollars. We'll be going really in depth into all of these in the course I'm holding called the Epic Travel Adventure Course. Hopefully I'll see you there. It's going to be a great course. The URL is epictravel.guide. I'll see you later.